So this arc continues to head into the right direction with this fight between Boo and Basil. But that being said, we do get to learn a lot more about some of the other. Now we do get to learn a little bit more about some of the other universes, as well as some of the voice actors for some of the other deities of the other 10 universes. We do get to learn about Universe 11 and Universe 9. Universe 11 with the god-looking, I guess the clown-looking god of destruction, the Harley Quinn-looking angel, the Supreme Kai. We heard his voice actor too, and also the Supreme Kai said kind of lame, but something that wasn't lame was kind of the fight between Basil and Boo. I thought that was handled really well. The animation was actually a lot better than I thought it'd be, and which is a good thing. We get to hear the Cleopatra God of Destruction. We get to hear the servant from Universe 11, and I guess Toto, the guy just straight up dissolved Majin Buu's energy blast like it's nothing. That's Universe 11. I know that some of the universe has been leaked out, and some of the names for each of the God of Destruction, but I'm just going to leave it until it pops up in the anime. But that being said, so the first part of this fight was pretty much Boo getting his, I guess, kicked around like a rubber ball by Basil. And one thing, a couple of things I appreciate about this fight is, one, according to Goku, he said in the previous fight it looks pretty strong, but in this episode he just straight up says, "Oh, something's off because I can't sense Basil's energy. He can't sense the energies of the Universe 9." And that neither can Gohan, so that could be a problem. There's no way to know how strong they are, so we can't prepare for them, which could be a problem for a lot of other fighters in this arc. Mainly Gohan, because he's up next against Lavender, the second of the trio of Deep Dangers. And they can't tell how strong they are, so they have to be at the best. Even though this is an exhibition match, we don't know if any of the universe is going to get wiped out by the end of this fight. We don't know. But something, and another thing too, is some of the rules from the current tournament that we used to see, like the ring outs, they've been scrapped. And I'm assuming that's going to be the case with the Tournament of Power, because the High Priest kind of said, yeah, we're going to be working on the rules for the upcoming tournament, so just keep going until neither one of you can fight. So it's pretty much going to be last man standing, and which is cool because these fights got ended in a anticlimactic way. And pretty much this fight can't end until Zeno-san is satisfied. So, and another thing too, we kind of get to understand the personalities of Universe 9 a little bit more better. Basil seemed very confident, but then when Goku kind of says to Basil, "Listen, you need to. That's not enough to hurt Boo. You need to go all out." Again, Goku being the instigator that he has been in this arc, is not taking this seriously at all. And even Beerus is like, he's too carefree. He's like, he's getting excited by how strong these fighters could be, but it's like all these fighters from all these different universes we know nothing of, and he's getting excited. But Goku's failing to realize the stakes of this. We don't know what's going to happen by the end of this exhibition match. So Goku, he can't be that too carefree. And Gohan's taking this the right way. He's finally taking his shades off by the end of this episode. So Gohan's looking a lot more beast-like. So hopefully he does a lot in his fight with Lavender. I'm assuming, I don't know if he's going to win or not, because in the opening he's kind of reaching mystic mode. So he's definitely going to have to go back to his roots after this. So I don't know. And so one of the things I appreciate about the fight is, like, Basil has a different variety of attacks. Like his attacks form of the kicking style, I guess. It kind of reminds me of Sanji from One Piece a little bit, especially when he starts flaring up. Both of his feet start flaring up and it starts kicking away. That's a straight up. It definitely reminds me of the Diablo Jamba. But not only that, he not only stomps Boo's face in multiple times, and even the Supreme Cat and the God of Destruction from Universe 9 is kind of like, oh, this is messed up. So it's like, and the Supreme Cat, who I knew, I straight up called it. I said that guy's going to be a douche. He's going to be similar to Samasu. Basil starts flaring and his energy blast, and one of them actually hit. Well, I guess it didn't hit Mr. Satan, but it did send him flying, and that's what ends up knocking him out. But instead of like screaming cold blood, which he would have back in the day, he just straight up says, "Don't worry about it." And instead of screaming out, Mr. Satan he just says to Boo, "Don't worry about me, just make sure you beat Basil." So that was cool. A little bit of character development there. And that's pretty much where the fight gets serious. Boo was taking this carefree as anything. He was laughing at the beginning when he was being kicked around. But when Mr. Satan got hurt, I was like, okay, I gotta get my shit together. It's on. Especially when Boo got that pissed off expression on his face and the steam blowing out, and he said, okay, it's on, it's on. And then even Basil was like, okay, what the fuck is this? But then the Supreme Kai, or I guess the Zamasu of the Universe 9, pretty much just straight up gives Basil a steroid. And this is, remember, this is when Boo's getting he's starting to go all out. And Basil's kind of like, okay. He almost obliterates Boo. Obviously, he doesn't do much, but it's still kind of cool to see Basil go against Boo, even when Boo's going all out. So that's good because it means we get those scrubs in this tournament, which is a good thing. But it doesn't even matter because Boo's like he still takes it like a boss. He's like, but Boo's like, oh, I'm stronger than you, and they start going ham by throwing punches. But unfortunately, that steroid actually backfires, and even the old Kai's like, oh, he's reached his limit. And that was after Boo launched a Kamehameha wave, and that was cool because we hadn't seen that in a while. But long story short, it's just pretty much the first fight ends and Boo takes the win. Again, it's going to be interesting because Boo has never had, I don't think, has Boo ever had to train? Imagine that. But no, I don't think it's going to happen. But could Boo get stronger than he is right now? That's something I'd be interested to see, because he's obviously part of Team Universe 7 all year in the Tournament of Power. So Boo's going to be one of the key players besides Goku and Vegeta. And speaking of key players, the next fight is about to begin between Lavender and Gohan, and this is something that is a good thing about the rules being scrapped, because it looks like the killing rule is going to be scrapped in this exhibition match. Again, we don't know what the stakes are after this. We don't know if the losing universe will get erased because of Zeno or Zeno-sama, but we do know that the ring out has been scrapped, and the rules of this tournament are going to be worked on. So we know exactly, which is a good thing because it means like people like Hit can go all out. Now, something that Lavender kind of brought up by the end of this episode is like, oh, can I kill my opponent? Can I kill my opponent? Because if I can, I can win. Which means he may have a similar style towards, much like Hit, because he's an assassin. So his full strength can be unleashed when he kills his opponent. The same might be the same for Lavender, but we don't know. There's a lot we don't know about the fighters itself, but they say just go for it, and which could be a bad thing for Gohan, especially if he didn't host in the preview. Again, we know Gohan's going to receive training, so maybe this might be the wake-up call that he needs, especially when the losing universes will be erased. So, and plus, if it's a matchup, if it's a best of 3, then somebody has to take the loss. And I hate to say this, but it looks like out of the 3, it could be Gohan. I don't think Goku's going to have any problems at all. Gohan's kind of the mystery. I mean, I don't know. It could be a clean sweep, but we don't know. And it would serve as a great way of showcasing a threat. We know the other universes are going to be a threat. The fact that Todo erased Boo's energy blast like it was nothing, that gives a key indicator. And that's not even all the fighters that are taking part. So I can't wait for that. But that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Up next, it's Gohan versus Lavender. Place your bets. I got a bad feeling about this, but we'll have to wait and see. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.